Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope your week is going okay, that you have been able to get outside and enjoy the weather during this week of May. I have had many Zoom meetings. Some of you may have had some Zoom meetings as well. Some of you have had Zoom meetings with me. Yesterday, I had a great Zoom meeting with our admin and finance director, Karina Stroh, the board president, Jim Hild, incoming board president, Carol Deanna, our treasurer, Diane Panseri, and our parliamentarian of our annual meeting, Lindsay Strauss, to talk about our annual meeting and talk about how we're going to do it on Zoom. And so we are going to be doing our annual meeting on June 14th at 11:20 Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. You will need to pre-register for that meeting. So in other annual meetings, we do it after a Sunday church service. You go into the coffee hour, have a quick cup of coffee, maybe a little pastry or something. And then as you come back in the door, there is usually someone, a volunteer sitting there making sure that you are a member, because only members can vote at our annual meetings. And if you think, I've never been questioned if I'm a member or not, that's because they knew you were a member. And so for this meeting, we are having pre-registration so that we can verify that everyone who attends are members, and that we can make sure we have enough people attending, just get a count to make it easier for our clerk, Susan Smith. So there is a link below this video where you can pre-register for the annual meeting. If you are someone who does not do video Zoom, but has been phoning into our Sunday worship services, and you will be phoning into the annual meeting, you can request a paper ballot in advance. You just need to email Karina or call and leave a message at the office that you would like a paper ballot. We do need to know by the end of May who needs paper ballots. And you might be thinking, whoa, how are we going to vote on Zoom? We are going to vote on Zoom using a Google voting form. So Karina will post the link in the chat box, and during the meeting when it's time to vote, and you will copy and paste that link in your web browser, which is the place you go to search Google for things and things like that. Maybe you're searching for all those sourdough recipes like me right now. So you will copy and paste the link in your browser and vote there. There is a Google form below this email just so you can try it out to get a little more familiar with it. On May the 31st, we will have a financial presentation from Diane Panseri, our treasurer, detailing our proposed budget for next year, and we will also go over the Google form voting then. So if you are using video to Zoom into the annual meeting and you are really uncomfortable with the Google form and you need a paper ballot, please do email Karina by the end of the month. And for those of you who think, well, I can't attend, but I still want to vote, unfortunately, our bylaws do state that we do not have absentee voting. So everybody who gets a paper ballot and either emails it back or mails it back or drops it back at the office needs to have that back in the week before the annual meeting and needs to actually be present at the meeting. Does this seem like a lot? Well, it's going to be a good meeting. I know that, but we're just trying to do everything we can so that everyone feels prepared and that we can have it run as smoothly as possible. It will not be the same as gathering in our beloved meeting house, and we will gather there again, just not this year. But we have important things to vote on this year. You will be getting the annual meeting packet at the end of the month as well, so you can see what we're voting on. And just know that this is part of our democracy in action. This is part of how we gather as a faith, that churches in Massachusetts way back in the 1600s decided that they were going to become standing order churches, that each church was going to be self-governed. And so because of that, we have what we have today. We have this faith that is decided by democracy, where each congregation gets to decide on what are the promises that they make to each other about who they want to be, how they want to be in the future. And the budget for next year is a budget that tries to center the physical health of our congregation and the fiscal health of this congregation. And so it will be a budget unlike we've had in past years, but one in which where we hope to keep the staff at the staff level we have because we know we will be open again someday and we don't want to put them in financial hardship and be able to provide the services that we've been providing during this pandemic. Thank you for your vote of confidence in us. Thank you for the promises that you make when you pledge to First Parish Brewster. And thank you for the many ways that you say yes to this congregation, which matters now more than ever. I want to do one more plug on this video for you. Please do tune in on June 7th to the worship service where we will be having our new member welcoming ceremony, and we have 15 new members joining us. So normally they join us in a church service where we sing to them and we welcome them, and that day it'll be a little different, but still reasons to celebrate because we are still welcoming new people into our fold, even though it looks a little different than it was. So that's on June 7th. So your asks today were, please click on the link below to pre-register for the annual meeting on June 14th at 11:20 a.m. Please try out the Google form below to try voting on that annual meeting. And if you need a paper ballot because you are calling into the meeting or because you are uncomfortable with being able to copy and paste from the chat box into your browser, please let Karina know by the end of the month. Thank you. I look forward to helping to support you in your dreams and visions as a congregation. And I hope that you are able to take good care of yourself this week. I hope you're nurturing yourself, going towards joy and beauty, and going towards just staying on the couch and watching movies when you need to. Take good care, and we'll see each other online soon.